Hello, everyone. Miss Matson. I thought Coach Matson was enough of a difference, but thank you, Helen, for the introduction. Yes, my name is Erin Matson. Yes, I am the proud head field hockey coach at the University of North Carolina. I'm a proud Carolina alum, but most importantly, I am proud to lead and be inspired by a team full of beautiful, strong, powerful women, just like the one sitting here with us today. Thank you so much for having me here and letting me spend today with you. I am honored to stand here and speak to you, and I have a couple words of wisdom, don't you worry. But I am also, guys, incredibly jealous that you get to feel the joy of high school graduation today and celebrate all of the accomplishments you've had over these last years here at St. Mary's and still have the best years of your life ahead of you. Can you leave some excitement and fun for us, please? This past year and a half for me was the fastest, the most chaotic, yet the most breathtakingly magical year of my life so far. I was launched into a new role, looking through a very different lens, actually in charge of people and surrounded by people I was responsible for, had a whole new set of expectations. The list goes on, much like you guys are going to find yourself soon. Learning was a requirement. Adapting was a necessity, and time for myself was totally non-existent. Like I said, fast and chaotic. However, what made it breathtakingly magical was the fact that at the start and end of every day, I was surrounded by the special group of girls that was our team. Also, much like you found yourself and will continue to find yourself. Learning was actually pretty powerful. Adapting with them was kind of fun and enjoyable, and time for myself did not matter. Today I'm going to share with you 3 of the biggest lessons my group of national champions taught me. Actually, scratch that, sorry. The 3 biggest lessons the group of the most loving, most inspirational, daringly brilliant girls that I have ever been around taught me. Because I believe you guys have a lot in common, and I believe you can be and will be that group for someone someday. Now, enough of warming up, because I know no one ever likes warming up, but it's necessary. Let's get the fun started. Lesson 1, everyone is different, but everyone has the power to lead. Our team is made up of 24 to 28 girls per season. This past year was 28. And you guys know the hockey players in the audience and those who I noticed at KSS this past season. There are 11 positions on the field, one being a goalkeeper who rarely subs. 11 out of 28. We have a mix of forwards who are the ones up top, scoring the goals, first line of defenders. We have the midfielders, controlling the play through the midfield, distributing a little bit, and we have the defenders, first line of attack, last line of defense before our goalkeeper. Within those lines, let's pick midfielders, the side mids have a very different role than the center mids. And if we break it down even further, the left mid is very different and has different strengths than the right mid, and the attacking center mid is very different, and we expect different things from them than the defensive center mid. All over the field, players have different strengths, different roles, different ways to impact the game, but all are needed. Now, remember, that's the 11 on the field. That's not taking into account the 17 on the bench. Whether that's our subs heading into the game, cheering loudly, whether that's the girls who are the red shirts, who need a year to develop, or even some girls who know they might never see the field, but want to be a part of something great and feel valued and know they contribute. Again, all 28 are needed because all 28 make an impact. And because of that, all 28 are national champions. The girl who dedicates her time to being the best practice player she can be, bringing out practice equipment, cheering loudly, maybe never stepping foot on the field, has just as much respect and importance as the one scoring all the goals and getting all of the recognition. They both lead in their own way, and they both lead, most importantly. When I was hired, my eyes were opened even more to that. I knew it as a player, but I was the one busy scoring goals and leading as a true captain. But my eyes were opened when I realized how many different players a team needs, yes, positionally, but rather how many leaders a team needs to all become national champions. Leadership does not have a formula for success, girls. And I think we're all pretty glad it doesn't, because it'd be pretty boring if it did. Companies have CEOs, sororities have presidents, teams have head coaches. Sure, some lead more significantly than others, that's just life. But each one leads, and each one brings their people along with them in their own unique way. You have to find what works for you. Stay true to that. Be confident in your abilities and lead how God put you on this earth to lead. There are many ways you can have an impact, and when you lead as yourself, you will end up rising the level of every individual around you, including the CEOs, the presidents, and the head coaches, or you will surprise yourself and you will become them. Lesson 2, continue being a girl's girl. Now I'm scrolling through TikTok. Yes, I'm 24. I'm scrolling through TikTok the other day, actually after I wrote this speech, which just means our algorithms are totally controlled by the government and they have all of our data, but that's fine. We all know that anyway. And I'm scrolling through and it comes up on my For You page of a girl who's going on a rant saying, you know how sometimes you can just tell someone isn't a girl's girl? You're vibing with the conversation, you're giving energy into it, you're trying to throw compliments out, and you're just not getting anything in return. And it kind of takes you a second to realize, like, oh, that's just not flattering, and it turns you off. Yeah, we don't have any of that, and we don't allow any of that where we're over in Chapel Hill. We have a culture of caring for the person next to you and doing everything for them. And I can feel that here today. It's palpable. It's how we've seen so much success over at Karen Shelton Stadium year after year, because we create an environment where, yeah, the team has to show up for practice and meetings, but they actually want to be around each other. And they're not showing up to the stadium or going home just because they have to together. They're watching Eras Tour on the TV in the locker room, having a full-on dance party on a random Tuesday. They're putting notes in the compliment box we have in the locker room where they're thanking each other or writing notes of gratitude and just shouting each other out, because they know when we come together once in every few weeks and read them together, those moments mean something. We make a point to celebrate each other's successes, big or small, more than our individual ones. And the team is a bunch of girls. What we do is actually way more successful because of it and way more fun. And I think you guys feel that in your hearts with everything that you do here every day and everything you will continue to do with the rest of your life. They love each other and they act like it. Now, I would be lying to you, which I do not do, if I made it seem like being a girl's girl is only rainbows and butterflies and skipping through the meadow together. Being a girl's girl also means holding each other accountable, because you want what's best for that person, and you're not going to drop your standards. It means having the hard conversations and being vulnerable with each other and actually annoying each other. It means challenging each other and being uncomfortable together and failing together, but choosing to pick each other up. There is nothing more powerful than a group of women who supports each other through anything, has struggled together, and chooses to love and respect and celebrate one another. Confidence is the most beautiful thing you can choose to put on every day, and you have a big say in helping someone else put it on too. Whether it's the one sitting around you now, or the countless women you are going to have the opportunity to influence and grow alongside, remember, life is way more fun when we celebrate each other and lift each other up, especially being females. And success will come when you focus on others. Now, lesson 3, and the final one. You've made it this far with me. Dream ambitiously, girls, and bring others along with you when you win. When I first went to Bubba Cunningham, our athletic director, and simply asked him that I would just not be overlooked when the job became available after my final season, he said, I never expected to be entertaining a 22-year-old, possibly taking over the #1 program in the country and having this conversation before you play your final season. Thanks, Erin, I guess, for making me aware, but don't you have practice or something? Go win a national championship and then we will talk. Heard. It got to be that time of year for us where we were raising another trophy, and soon after, I went back and stole some more of Bubba's time. All right, Erin, well, great, but you have to apply, you gotta go through the interviews, you honestly have to change our mind that a 22-year-old hire isn't out of this world. Oh, okay, Bubba, don't you worry. Trust me, I know how to dream, but I also know how to work to make sure that I win. Fast forward to this past fall season. The team sets goals as a team every year, and for as long as I've been a part of the program, playing and now coaching, our programs has been a national championship. This year was much different because of the obvious circumstances. The best player no longer on the field, the best coach no longer the coach, and the best player being crazy enough to think that she could take over the coach's job with little experience. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Nonetheless, the absolute best part of our team being daring enough to set a national championship as their end goal yet again was because they were ready to do whatever it took to make it happen, and they were going to do it together. In both scenarios, there were doubters. In both scenarios, it's never been done before. But take it from me and my crew. Barriers are put up for you to go and knock them down, and records are set for you to go and break them. And by you knocking down barriers and breaking records and going after what you want, you are opening the door for the next generation to have more opportunities. Girls, I hope you have your heart set on something others would deem impossible. Great. I will be the first person to tell you to dream bigger. You will surprise yourself and everyone around you. And when you win, because you're gonna want it enough and you're gonna work hard enough, when you win, you never apologize for doing so. When you earn something, it is yours. And when girls win, you guys know this, when women win, we win differently. Because we lead others in unique ways others can't. We celebrate each other's successes and propel each other forward. And when you break down those barriers and set those new records, you are also inspiring others to do the same. St. Mary's Class of 2024, I believe in you. We all believe in you. You are exactly the leaders, the girls, and the dreamers that this world needs, and you have all of the tools to go and make it yours. Thank you and congratulations.